Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. I turn the knob, can't resist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable.
Today, from Ford Field in Detroit, it's Week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports.
And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And look at this. Right away, a loose football.
Recovered by the Lions.
It's hard enough to play on the road in this league as it is, but to start on the road with a fumble on the opening kickoff, just not the precedent you obviously want to set.
Not at all, and now it's just words because they've talked about it all week. From the time they start game planning for this one, remember, going into hostile territory, we have to set the tone right in the beginning, and they do the exact opposite.
First down. Here's Burrow. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. There's the target, and he has it over the middle. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First down.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
At the 35-yard line.
The numbers for Jones last week, 19 carries, 113 yards.
Well, they set a nice tone in Week 1. He's among the leading rushers in the league. I think that they continue to feed him the football and continue to establish the running game so they can get the play action and throw the ball deep later on.
First down, Packers.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Here's Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
It's now 4th.
Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh, yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
So here are the Lions now backed up for their first drive. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
If you just break it down in individual terms, he played really well last week. 0 interceptions, 3 touchdown passes. Not a whole lot more he could have done to win that game. But you know something's funny, when we talked to him, all he focused on were throws he missed, other opportunities that didn't get done.
Good sign of a leader.
Great sign of a leader, because they didn't win, and that's all he cares about.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
When you're lateral to the line of scrimmage, linebackers keep those shoulders square so they can go up and down. But when it's time to go, turn your shoulders just like a running back. Get through the line and hit the runner in the backfield.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now back to throw. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And he is going to have a Lions first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down. They're going to look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
For T.J. Hockenson, incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Wide open receiver, complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he would be brought down at about the 43 that time.
Ball carrier.
Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
On the play. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Able to find Harris, complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit. Back to the running game with Swift. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. They'll set up to throw. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and
now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
A couple down to about the 27.
29, the ball carrier.
We're scoreless after one.
First quarter with no score.
Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. It's a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead.
Lions 3, Packers nothing.
They started that drive all the way back at the 1, able to march down, get 3.
It was daunting to begin with, wasn't it? But I thought overall, a very poised and efficient drive to get 3 points.
And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
He'll air this one out for Boyd. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Coverage defensively by Jeff
Burrow looking to pass. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
This is unbelievable.
So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the Lions will take over. So here are the Lions to take over. They were losers last week, dropping that game to the Indianapolis Colts, but the good news for them, they've got the lead right now and the football. 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now a carry for Swift. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9. And it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And it'll be Packer football here, 1st down and 10. The Green Bay offense ready to take over and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. leverage guys, win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Yes, it's the first half, but we'll see if that stuff there on 3rd and 1 comes back to haunt him.
I hope you don't mind, but it's not going to stop me from putting a check mark next to this play. Let's look back as this game progresses and see if this is one of the key plays in the game, even though it occurred early.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. DeAndre Swift heading back out with his Detroit teammates. We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. So 1st and 10 now from the 30-yard line. Running is Swift. A very tough run, but for a short gain out near the 32. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
He'll drop to throw. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. From the gun, here's Swift. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4.
Back to throw here. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Yeah, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. John Ross and the rest of the offense heading back onto the field. They've got to be thinking, how can we get him a little bit more involved here? 2nd quarter, you're down, and really, he's been out of the mix.
I would agree with that, and oftentimes you hear, well, we're just taking what the defense is giving us. But sometimes that's just not good enough. Sometimes you have to take what you want, and that means getting him the football.
Yeah, so far just a single catch in this game. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow firing quickly here, and that's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Uchenna and Nwosu got the sack there.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. The job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. The pressure gets to him again. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Option play, Burrow holding on to it. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. DeAndre Swift heading back out with his Detroit teammates. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air. That's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success at least so far here in the 2nd quarter.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
They'll find Swift out of the backfield. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense ball pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Harris.
Complete to his wideout.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll get started up at Lincoln Financial Field in Philly. And as they approach halftime, it's the Bears who are out in front. The Bears needing to hold on and win this one on the road to avoid falling to 0-2. From there, it's off to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they trail in that one as it's the visiting Jags who are out in front. Dak Prescott has thrown a touchdown pass. Meanwhile, in our game, not much happening on the scoreboard, just a lone field goal in that first half. For the call of the second half, maybe we can get a touchdown, fellas. Here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 8.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He'll find Galladay there. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They'll run on first down. Swift. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. So good work there on the defensive side for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and until their offense can get into rhythm, their defensive players and staff have got to say to themselves, we've got to make it work. We've got to stand in here and make sure nothing else happens until our guys start moving the ball.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. On the counter, here's Jones. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
It's a gain of a yard.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Credit the sack to Leighton Vander Esch.
Now this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line, and after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there.
Whoosh.
It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. On first down, Swift. And he's got this down to the 35. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. They'll get this one to Galladay. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Galladay. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
On 2nd down, Swift. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 23.
Play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And a Packer first down.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Uchenna Nwosu able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
It's second down.
Now Burrow to throw on second down. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Got a man, it's Wallace, complete. The 20, 10, touchdown, Packers.
Complete to
John Ross, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Packers have drawn even here with the extra point to come.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Now the extra point.
Extra point.
He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6. So that drive, 4 plays. And the result, a Green Bay score. This will make it into the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Yeah, they'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it will result in a fresh set of downs. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Lions 6.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. Now he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Going for it all. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers 16.
1st and 10.
Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll run on 1st down. Swift. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 4 yards remain on 2nd down. Ball on the 10. The quick snap caught. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. From 10 yards out. And the Lions are going to jump back in front.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
And he's got his man on the out route. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
13 yards. First down.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now Burrow on first down. Got a man open. It's Ross. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 39-yard.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
First down.
To the air again, Burrow. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Boyd. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
First down, Packers.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. This is caught. And the Packers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. 18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal. Now Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown.
Green Bay.
Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And this one through the uprights and good. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. And each guy has his own assignment that allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try and grab that lead back. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. A good pickup there, 21 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
Once again, it's Swift.
And 10.
It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
Ball carrier. Jermaine Pratt there on the tackle. That's a gain of 7. Brings up.
They'll run here with Swift. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Burrow, and he whips that one incomplete there. Tyler Boyd, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd.
Throwing now is Joe Burrow, and he fires one incomplete. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Now it's Burrow. And he comes back with one complete. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. They'll score on a 36-yard punt.
1st and 10 at their own 20.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
At the 26-yard line. It's a pickup of 3.
Now a dump off here complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
Complete to DeAndre.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And a way past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here we go with Burrow. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT in the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Moves to 2nd and 10.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. It's caught. Jones. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. I guess we can call that a welcome to the NFL moment right there, and he came in with open arms and knocked it through.
Yeah, how about that? It's almost surely a game winner, right? And, you know, rookie kickers, usually the leash is kind of short, isn't it? I think they went ahead and got that extended model for him now after making that kick.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over.
14.
Well, Charles, a game and a decision that people may be talking about tomorrow for sure.